Welcome to the Social Geeks podcast, socialgeeks.com.au. Sign up for your own website now and download and watch free guides, courses and videos to help your business thrive online.
Hi there and welcome to our series on how to launch a new product or service online. My name is Kyle, the founder of Social Geeks Digital Agency. In today's episode 1 of our amazing series, we're going to be talking about how to plan your launch. There's a few key areas that we want to make sure that we're covering before we even think about setting up our first ad, designing the website, or any of the crazy stuff that goes into a product launch. What we want to talk about are really high-level things. When you're creating a plan, it's really important to start with the why. Why do people want this? Why should people pay attention? Why am I doing this? And answering a few of those key questions. I think that it's very important to keep everything you do customer-centric. We're going to focus on that first. The first thing that you need to do in your launching a new product or service, or even a business online, is figure out what problems your customers are facing and why you can help solve those problems. So let's take an example. Let's say that you're me and you are running a digital agency and you offer marketing services or paid ads management. Well, the why that people would choose you is that they don't understand ad platforms. Maybe they're not technologically savvy. They find jumping into an ads platform every day really daunting. They don't know how to run split tests. They don't understand how these things work. Or it could just be that they do know how to do it, but they just don't have the time. They don't have the time when they're running a business, managing staff, packing orders, to be able to jump into Facebook ads for an hour a day to check things are working okay, set up new ads, kill off ads that aren't working. It's daunting. So those are some of the pain points that we can help solve by managing their ads for them. Having somebody that they can pay a nominal fee means that they don't have to worry about their paid ads, knowing that somebody can manage it for them and drive traffic to their website and sales to their business. And I think that's a really valuable problem that we can solve. So what are some of the problems that your customers face? If you have a product, what are some of the key features and use cases that your products can help solve for your customers? If you have a service, what is it that you're doing that can solve those problems for your customers? And if you are launching a new business, you want to ask these questions and define this. And this leads me into the next point. So what about your products or services makes you different? What is your unique selling proposition, or your USP, as we like to call it in the marketing world? What is your USP about your product or service that makes you unique? So it could be that you're locally owned and operated. It could be that you hire a diverse range of staff. It could be that you're a sustainable business and you're carbon neutral, like us. So it could be a wide range of different things. You're trying to figure out things that make you you and make you stand out from the crowd, because those are the things that you really want to market, right? And you want to map them to your customers' pain points and what they're looking for. So we covered off the why, and now we're covering the what. What is it about you that makes you different? What makes your products or services unique in the market? The next thing to do is to look at who are you trying to market to. I talked about being customer-centric. This is super important. You don't want to just launch a product out there and market to everyone, because when you do that, you kind of market to no one. Your ads have to be super vague. They can't really niche down on talking to you. You can't really reach out and talk to your audience because all of your ads are a bit vanilla. You have to make them really generalized. So what we want to do is we want to figure out the demographics of your audience and any other psychographics that we can figure out. So again, an example would be that for me, running an agency, we're looking for business owners who have grown over the 250K per year threshold. That would be our target market. We do talk to a lot of business owners at all different ages, but what I find is if I look at my customers from the last 7 years, a lot of those people seem to sit in a certain demographic. So it might be somebody aged 35 who's run a few businesses in their past, and they founded a business that they're able to scale, grow, and they're working in that full time with a few staff members as well. They are established, they run a digital business online, and they're passionate about the environment and sustainability. They're trying to go carbon neutral, they're trying to go plastic free, and they're really passionate about going organic as well. So they're trying to create a business that's also trying to make the world a better place. That would be kind of our target demographic. So what's your target demographic? Let's say that you're a nutritionist and you know that there's a particular type of person that has a problem, right? They're struggling with their weight. They can't seem to get this weight off, even though they're really active. They're going to the gym, and they've now learned that nutrition plays a big part in this. So they want to find a nutritionist who can help them in losing weight, being healthier, getting more energy, and eating a healthier diet. The unique selling point might be that you have a personalized service that's bespoke to your customers, that you've gone through your own journey of losing weight, and that you are super approachable with your clients and they love that personal approach. Well, who is the person that you're speaking to? You might say that you want to work with younger women, let's say from 20 to 30 years old, and you want to find people who are currently active. So they're already doing, fitness classes, going to the gym. They might be into F45 or, pole classes, whatever is trending right now. And they're very active, but they're just struggling with their nutrition and their diet. So that would be the why, the what, and the who that you're trying to target. Now, what I find here is when you're trying to create a target market, it's really helpful to create customer personas. Customer personas are essentially you're creating a person that you are going to speak to in your audience. So using the nutritionist as an example, you might create Amy, who's 22 years old, a young working professional. She's active, but she's always wanted to lose a few extra kilos and do that by being more healthy and eating well. She's struggled with her diet. She's never learned how to cook, and she's wanting somebody who can kind of help her on that journey. So that would be a definition of a customer persona. You could also create, let's say, Stephanie. Stephanie's 29 years old. She's a young mom. She is working part-time, and she's finding it difficult to make the time to cook healthy meals for her and her family. She's a bit concerned that she's cooking too much junk food or foods that might not be healthy for her and her family, and she's noticed that her husband and her are both putting on a few pounds. So she's really keen to work with a nutritionist who is going to be able to help her eat healthier and maintain a better lifestyle that she can pass on not only for herself, but for her kids as well. So those are two, I'm going to say, great customer personas that you could use for a nutritionist. And those are ways that you know who you're speaking to with your content. What are you speaking to Amy or are you speaking to Stephanie? Which of these women are the ones that you want to approach with this campaign? Is this product launch focused at the younger demographic, or you're focusing more on the young mom type of demographic? So you know that Amy's going to have a very different lifestyle to Stephanie. You might be able to talk about things like you're doing this not just for you, but for your family as well. Pass on a better and healthier legacy to your kids. That's not going to land with Amy, is it? So those customer personas are very important for you to be able to differentiate the problems that they face and the gains they're looking for. So last but not least, once you're wrapping up all of these things into your plan, what you want to do is start looking at your competitors. Who are people who are doing this already in the market, who have a similar product or service to you that you can start following so that you can see what's working, what's not working, and most importantly, what they're not doing that you might be able to use as a gap in the market. So these are really valuable and important things to do. With your competitors, there's some free tools that you can look up online. One that I love is spyfu.com. So spyfu like kung fu. And that's essentially a website where you can put in your competitor's URL and it will tell you some useful information around what their keywords are that they're ranking for on Google. Are they running any paid ads? And who else has overlap with their products and services? There's plenty that you can do out there, but I highly recommend checking out their ads on Facebook and Google using SpyFu and Facebook's ad library, links in the description. You can also look at their website, look at their socials, and just get a feel for what types of offers are they making, what type of content and USPs, the unique selling points or propositions, what are they talking about? And what problems are they trying to solve for their customers? When you think about the customer's problems and you're going through this in a customer-centric mentality, you'll start seeing it everywhere, especially from the people who have the big marketing bucks. You'll start seeing that they're talking more about the customer than they are about themselves. And that is a sign of a really good business or a really good marketing agency, is really you're keeping it customer-centric and you're not talking about yourself. I find that a lot of small business owners will get caught in this ego trap. I don't know what else to call it, and I've done it too. Trust me. But the most important thing is that you're talking about the customer. So those are the key things that you need to do to create your launch plan. So just to recap on episode 1 of our launch series, what we want to do is we want to focus on the why. Why do people want to choose you? Why would people choose your product or service? What makes you different to the rest? What are your USPs? Who are you wanting to talk to, and narrowing down those demographics? Who is your customer personas? And you can make a few. And then who are your competitors? And can you do some market research to see what they're doing across the board, their social medias, and if you can, using SpyFu, check out some of their paid ads and SEO as well. So thank you everyone for watching the first episode of our series on how to launch your business or product or service. I hope that you found this insightful. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can check us out on YouTube and wherever you might be watching this. We do have this in an audio format if you're more of a podcaster like me. As well, feel free to drop a comment. I would love to hear from you guys if you have any questions following up on this. I love talking marketing, if you couldn't tell. So please do drop a comment, and more than happy to go through that with you. So stay tuned for our next episode where we're gonna go through how to choose the right launch strategy for you. We're gonna talk about beta launches versus pre-sale launches versus non-pre-sale launches versus a VIP launch, and then just a general public launch. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and talk to you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.